The scholars who say that it is permissible to dye your hair black, which is the majority, and as I mentioned, some say disliked, better to avoid it, is that some of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to dye their hair black. Among them were Al-Hasan, Al-Husayn, Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, Jarir radiallahu anhu, Uqba ibn Amir. All of these are great, highly respected companions, as you know. And Uqba ibn Amir actually has a poem in which he says, نُسَوِّدُ أَعْلَاهَا وَتَأْبَى جُذُورُهَا. We dye our hair black from the outside, but its roots refuse to stay black. In other words, when the hair outgrows a little bit, you start seeing the white hairs showing up. So this is an indication, of course, how we knew from their narrations and their stories that dyeing your hair black is more correctly viewed as permissible or disliked if there is no need to do it. For example, you might have a job in which you need to look more professional, or there is a uniform. I mean, white hair can also be professional. I'm not saying that it's not, but in some instances you may need to look a bit more presentable, and it's required to be, for example, with hair that is dyed. Or you are a person who travels a lot, or is just has some maybe personal habits, or can't, or it motivates you to have your hair black, and so on. So these are common reasons that makes you dyeing your hair either permissible or disliked. So my brothers and sisters, obviously, if you're not comfortable with that and you still want to go with your school of thought or the views of the scholars that you follow, then the safer option for you is to avoid the black. However, once again, there is, as you heard, valid opinions, valid evidence that dyeing the hair black for men is not necessarily forbidden. It's only one minority view, and that if you do see someone doing that or you hear that, do not impose upon them your view or say that they are sinful. That would be haram, because there is a valid difference of opinion about it. That's my answer. I hope that answers your question. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.